lot of people, and even me too, I have been thinking that how far has Datti Ahmed walked, or how far has he gone in selling Obi's candidacy to the northern part of the country? Because for I think recently he's been speaking, because for some time he's been so quiet, and people are like, this man supposed to be penetrating the north, which we are even seeing some little evidence, but not as what Nigerians, most people really expect. But now he has come out to tell us that forget it, oh, that he is clearing all roadblocks for Peter B in northern Nigeria. That is the assurance. Now, before the presidential election the following year, Peter Obi's vice presidential rival from the Labour Party, Datti Baba Ahmed, claimed to have removed all obstacles in the north for him, stating that Peter Obi is now well liked by the people of the region. Baba Ahmed went on to say that the Labour Party presidential candidate is now widely liked by young people and other demographic groups in the northern region, according to PM News. In an interview with Channels Television, Datti Baba Ahmed disclosed that the All Progressives Congress (APC) and the People's Democratic Party (PDP) are now unable to compete with the Labour Party in the nation. Furthermore, he pointed out that President Buhari isn't even concerned with APC candidate Bola Tinubu's presidential ambitions, citing President Buhari's remark at the UNGA that the only legacy he can leave is a credible election. Furthermore, he declared that the APC is devastated by Buhari's remarks. Analysts have asserted on numerous occasions that Peter Obi is only well liked by young people in the southern region of the country and largely unheard of in the northern region. As of now, Nigerians are eagerly anticipating next year to choose the nation's next leader. When they talk about, apart from region, when they talk about it is only the youth, the younger ones that they are the one rooting for Peter B. So does it mean the older ones too they love Atiku, with Atiku as antecedent that they have been suffering, no? Or is it Tinubu that they love his antecedent that is choking the Lagos people? Because I don't really understand. So does it mean the older ones or the elderly ones don't even like good things, or they are used to that suffering? Because I don't think that narrative is really right. If you see, of course, most of the time the people you always see on rally, moving from point A to point B, they are the youth who have that energy, and they can do that very well. But you cannot see other people coming out on the street because they don't even have strength, because they walk from one point to another, they will be tired. But that does not take the fact away that maybe whether they are supporting this or they are not supporting this, who is the whole situation not biting, apart from if you are related to these politicians, or you are their handbag, you are doing errand work for them. That is when you can say maybe you are benefiting. But how many, what's the percentage of those people working with politicians compared to the larger number of people who are out there suffering? So I just really want to clear that. Well, be deceiving yourselves, you can never win Jagaban all the way in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name, leave Jesus out of it now. Jesus, if you want to bring Jesus into it, it go hard. Oh. Well, we appreciate the good work you are doing. I have said it and still repeating it. The only two tribes we have in Nigeria is the political class and the poor masses. With their ill-gotten wealth, they seem to use it during elections to bring the hatred through tribe and religion to divide us. Every discerning mind we know that there is no hatred between the Igbos and Hausas. All the Hausas here are being loved and patronized. Likewise in the north, every discerning mind we know there is a beautiful combination in you and Obi to pull us out of the quagmire. Unless those who still want to remain perpetual slaves to the feudal laws holding the country hostage. How were they unable to compete when there is no competition? A lot of frustrated Nigerians full social media these days looking for who to vent their anger in any small option. And you will take over after serving as vice. You are even more intelligent than Peter B, to be honest. Who are you fooling? Yourself or Peter B? You are a Yoruba man, not a northerner. You goofed. Widen your horizon. The southeast alone did not even constitute Nigeria. Obi's running mate can be considered a novice as far as northern politics is concerned. And that's why you see that the northerners are the ones suffering. As far as politics is concerned, what do you use your policy? Do you really have sense? You say some people are not politically sound, and you that you are politically sound, you are suffering. So what are you using that your politics to do? That your political knowledge, what are you using it for? Does it make sense? These people, they are something else. That is the old policies that led you all into slavery and having your terrorists controlled by terrorists. While you were sleeping, many of your kind left that camp. Wake up. There's no religion or there's no region that can win the presidency on its own. There must have to be handshake across the divide to present a formidable front. The late Zeke did that with the MPC in the First Republic. I wasn't even born then, and neither were you. I read hard copy of history, and you to know this. Why laziness is impeding you to grasp what is before you. I am not a fan of Tinubu and the APC, but the chap is doing his own work. I am in the north, and I can authoritatively tell you that more than 80% in the north cannot identify the logo of a Labour Party nor its candidates. Again, the overbearing attitude of the average Igbo man. Tell me, how on earth can the average northerner vote for Obi? Tinubu will win his base, the southwest, convincingly and some parts of the north, but I bet you Obi will not and cannot win 50% in the southeast. You are only deceiving yourselves if you think you have allies in the south. For Obi's Waterloo is the north and the south. With this, how on earth can Obi become president? Only in your dreams. Okay. Oh. The problem is that those ones, what how, when you talk about that thing, you know that when you talk about suffering and talking about the slavery, you see people who are defending, because you can't be boasting of something that is not beneficial to you. That is not beneficial to you. And if those people who are bearing the brunt of all the atrocities happening in this country, and yet they are still believing in maybe Tinubu and what have you, that is to tell you that that region, hmm, that region, some people will tell you that that region is whether it's a cause, I don't understand. With all they are supporting it, some people are rooting because they have weaponized the people with poverty, illiteracy, and what have you. At the end of the day, it just baffles me. All these people who are contesting, whether Tinubu, Atiku, or Bill, if any of them fails, is it going to affect them? It's not going to affect them. Who is it going to affect? It is you and I that will be affected. And you guys always like to play politics of a. You say overbearing of a Igbos according to what this person is saying. So you are telling us that the statements being made by your people, you always say, oh, you are born to rule, you own the country. Is that a statement that you think people are happy about? I don't understand. It's just so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Very ridiculous. When you throw jabs at other people, once they retaliate, you begin to hold on to that. The statement you say, the overbearing statement or attitude of the Igbos. What of you people, your overbearing character uh, uh, and the way you feel as if you own the country? You think people will be clapping for you? I don't understand.